What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode. As you can see, I have a bunch of scars. And I'm not just talking about the ones on my skin, in my hands and everywhere else. I am talking about my FN scars. Again, not my skin, y'all. The actual FN scars. You guys know this, I'm a huge fan of FN, period. Like, I love everything about them. But the one thing that made me fall in love with FN a long time ago was the scars. It's such an iconic gun, a rifle, whatever you want to call it. And it's so different than anything else out there, right? It's just, I don't even know how to explain it, y'all. Like, it's just the how it functions from that. And I used to geek out because how they made it, how all the components on them are all assembled, how it runs, you know, how they went from a non-reciprocating, or it was a reciprocating, see, I'm too excited. Non-reciprocating charging handles, they came out with a kit, because one of the things that they were experiencing was, you know, when that charging handle was coming back and forward, a lot of people were holding the gun and it was hitting their thumbs and their fingers and whatnot. So they decided to get away from that. They made a kit. And now it's a non-reciprocating charging handle, meaning, you know, it stays put and the gun just functions. So there was a lot of things that they fixed on them that I'm a huge fan of. And that was one of them. But not only that, just everything about this gun, the way that it functions, the way that it was built, it just caught my attention and I like it. And, you know, you have the different FDE colors. I know a lot of people don't like that. I'm a fan of that. I think I've talked about this in multiple videos of, like, I like something that's different, that's not common, that stands out, because that's me. I'm different, I stand out, and it's something near and dear to my heart that I really enjoy. And right here we have the FN20S. Now this is chambered in a 6.5 Creedmoor, great long distance shooting platform right here. Then we have the SCAR, the heavy, as everybody likes to call it, the SCAR 17. This is chambered in a 7.62 by 51. Great round. Then we have the SCAR 16, which is chambered in a 5.56. And then recently, they came out with the baby SCAR. Listen, I've been going to SHOT Show for, man, I can't even remember. I think it's been since 2009, I think it's since I've been attending SHOT Show, maybe earlier than that. I honestly can't remember. But every time that I went through the FN booth and walked it and saw all the cool things that they were coming out with, one thing that always caught my attention was the FN 15P. Now, it was called something different because it was only accessible to the military and law enforcement. It's this small, it's great. I mean, every time like that I went to SHOT Show, I always went and grabbed this and took a picture. And every little chance that I had to talk to an executive there, I was like, guys, please release this to the public. Like, we need it. I need it for my collection. You know, it was honestly that. I was just being selfish. I wanted to add it to my collection. And then finally, they came out with it. And I was ecstatic. I was just like, yes, let's go. Like, let's go. It's finally here. Went and got mine. And then, you know, I got to thinking, I was like, what else do we need? What other round does FN need to come out with that is just gonna make this whole FN collection, you know, full for me, I guess, or that is just gonna be what I want. And it was a 300 blackout. And, you know, I saw something on Reddit. I really don't get on there a lot, but somebody sent me an article and it said that they were gonna release it. Some people were like, no, they're not, they're lying. It's all made up. It's kind of like, if you guys seen, I own a 2001 Excursion with a 7.3, which was an iconic engine. Well, anyways, there's been talks about that they're gonna drop a new one, that they're gonna release it in 2025. Obviously it's a lie, it's not here. That was the same thing with the FN 15P. A lot of people said, yes, they're definitely gonna drop a 300 blackout. Yes, they are. And a lot of people were like, no, they're not. This is just being stuff being made up on the internet. And then FN said, yes, we are doing it. And I was like, thank you, baby Jesus. Yes, let's go. And then I knew that I wanted to do something different with that. I was like, I need to do something different. I just don't know what, right? I was like, what do I need to do? And then I was like, dude, you know, if I get it, what color am I gonna get it? It's either FDE, like all 50 shades of FDE here, or is it gonna be all black? And I was like, well, it's in the name, right? It's in the name. It's a 300 blackout. So I picked mine up and got it in all black, because you gotta get it in all black. Like, I just feel like it was gonna set it apart from everything else here. I didn't know if I was gonna want it like that or not. And now that I see it here on top of all the other ones, I'm pretty happy with the decision that I made, going with all black. There's a couple other things that I'm gonna add to this. I'm obviously gonna suppress it. I don't know what other things I'm gonna add to it, but I went with an all black for a 300 blackout. And then, you know, it's just for here in Texas and anywhere else, 300 blackout, it's the to-go round for hunting pigs. And if you guys seen some of the videos from, you know, a couple years ago or last year and the year before, I have a buddy of mine down in South Texas where we do a lot of pig hunting together. And then we typically start hunting them from the Jeep. So, you know, he has his infrared camera or whatever it is set up. We come over to these fields, we look, and then when we see them, then we'll start driving towards them, and then we haul ass, and then he kicks up all those lights, and then you just start like laying into them. And every time that we've done that, I've always used a 300 blackout. So I was like, I need to get this in a 300 blackout. And I'm so glad that they made it, got it. And I was like, I just need to get it in black. I just felt like that's what I wanted to do. I wanted it in black, and it's here. I'm excited about it. Threw a red dot on it. You know, just kind of did a little guesstimating with a red dot. We're gonna go out to the range here soon. We're gonna get it dialed in, and then we're gonna run a full mag through it to show you guys how great it runs, how reliable it is, and every functionality about the score that I love, right? It's just, it's like anything, right? It's like being a Ford guy or a GMC or Chevy, whatever it is, right? It's your preference. For me, this has always been like the love of my life. I've always enjoyed scars. I think the people at FN are great. It's just one of those things. And I wanted a 300 blackout, and I'm glad that they did. They released it to the public, and here it is. So I'm not gonna bore you guys anymore. I'm not gonna be here like, oh yeah, FN this, FN that. No, we're gonna go to the range. We're gonna shoot it. We're gonna run a couple mags through it, break it in, and then, you know, set it up the way that I want it with the suppressor and everything else. And then hopefully, you know, here in a couple of weeks or a month or so, we're gonna head down to South Texas with my buddy and go hunt with it and have some fun and enjoy it for what it really is. It's just, man, I'm so excited. Like I honestly, this is how I relieve my stress. This is how I deal with, you know, everything going on in life, is just going to the range, you know, putting on your ear pro, your glasses, focusing on one thing, and then just kind of detaching from, you know, the world for about an hour or so while we're training, and you're doing all these things because you have to have every bit of attention on the range when you're dealing with any weapon. And I feel like that is kind of what helps a lot of us, is that you are solely focused on one thing, that everything else around you doesn't matter. It's safety, it's making sure that you're proficient at what you do, and just kind of forget about everything else. And I love that. I don't know why, but I was talking to my wife the other day, like I honestly thrive when there's like stressful situations, when there's chaos going on. That's when I thrive the most. And I feel like it has a lot to do with going to the range and focusing on one thing and just getting after it. I think honestly that's what it is. I like being that focused. And that's what it does for me. But enough about that. Let's go to the range. Let's put some rounds through this beautiful, beautiful 300 blackout FN 15P and have some fun. So let's get to the range. I hope you guys enjoy this episode. Guys, thank you for always tuning in. We love you. We sincerely appreciate y'all. Thank you for all the support. So let's get after it. All right, you guys, we made it out to the range. Now, it is a little windy, so I apologize if like the audio is kind of blown out. It's been really weird weather in Texas. I know from previous videos, you guys see me on sweaters because it gets cold. And then I'm like, it's nice and hot. And then I'm like, oh, the weather's great today. This. And then today it's windy. And we had a evacuation, I guess, notice. I was, I think in the garage before I came out here, and it said, evacuation notice lifted, and I was like, wait, we had an evacuation notice? Apparently there's wildfires around us, which, in the area that we're at, it's very uncommon. I mean, I've never really seen them. I don't know if it's uncommon, but I've never seen one or gotten that. But anyways, it looked really fucking crazy. But we made it to the range. This is the FN 15P 300 Blackout. This is gonna be the first mag through it, and let's see how she runs. I'm pretty excited, y'all. Like, y'all don't understand. 300 Blackout is my favorite. That thing is so freaking smooth. Like, it runs so freaking smooth, man. Oh my God, it is sick. Listen, if you want to get this and you want to get out to the range and you want to like start having fun, I suggest you get one of these SB tactical braces that you can slap on. It becomes a pistol with this brace. You can get out here and start shooting, and then you can also go on their website, on the FN website, and buy the actual stock that it comes with, and you can SBR this thing. I know there's a lot of guys that are doing that. I'm gonna get to that. I'm eventually gonna SBR this thing, but before I do that, I wanted to come out here and just have some fun and shoot some rounds and just, I don't know, just enjoy it before I start that process. But man, that thing ran so freaking smooth, y'all. Like, we gotta do another mag. We definitely gotta do another mag. Let's load up another mag, and then we'll be back. See, I'm so excited I can't even talk. Let's load up another mag, and then we'll get back at it, put some more rounds down range, and just enjoy this thing, man. I'm telling you, the way that these things are designed are just, they're top notch. Top notch. All right, you guys, second mag. Let's do this. Jeez, this thing smells so good. Oh my God. Listen, I giggle because I don't want to say respect. I appreciate everything that this does. Like the engineering, how it functions, everything about it. It just makes me giggle because I know what it takes to build something like this and make it that reliable. Like, it's just, oh my God, man. It is so smooth. I know that I'm gonna be able to go hunt some pigs with my buddies and just get after it and smack them. But this thing is so sick, so sick. I'm so glad that they made it. I'm happy that I added it to my collection, and now I'm complete. I don't know if I would want anything else in a SCAR, like any other round chambered in a SCAR. I mean, 6.5 Creedmoor 308, 5.56, the SCAR 15P, that's a 5.56, and then this one is a 300 Blackout. I don't know. What other rounds do you guys think they should make? Maybe a 6.8 Blackout? I mean, 8.6 Blackout? Oh my God. Yeah, that'd be sick. But yeah, I don't know what other round I think I would want. I don't know. How about you guys? Let me know down below. Like, let me know what rounds you would like to use, you know, or what rounds you would like to see in the Scar that you would take out to the range and use. I'm pretty content right now. Like I said, the rounds that I have, the calibers that my Scars are chambered in, I'm pretty happy with. Like 6.5 Creedmoor, I'll bring that thing out when I'm gonna go out and do some long range shooting. 308, I've done some pig hunting with it. I've done some deer hunting with it. The 5.56, that's just kind of a range day, like kind of train, get back into it, run through the motions. The Scar, the 15-piece Scar 5.56, I use that at home. I'll have it in my truck. It just depends, right? Like by my bedside. And then this thing, I'm gonna trick it out and use it to go pig hunting. And this is literally gonna go with me everywhere from now on, anywhere that I go, because as you guys know, there's a shit ton of pigs here in Texas. So if I see any and I can help take care of them, then I'm gonna do that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And again, I just couldn't be happier with this. Like, it's just, oh my God, man. Talk about answered prayers. But I hope you guys enjoy that. Thank you much. I hope you guys enjoy that. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys listening. Thank you for always dropping a comment, for hitting that like button. If you're new to the channel, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. It helps the channel a lot. And if you're looking for any of our merch, make sure you go to bunkerbranding.com /crispy11B. You'll find all our stuff there. So thank you again for supporting the channel, for supporting me. I love doing these type of videos for you guys. And yeah, that's it. So I'll see you guys next week. I love you. Again, thank you. And until next week, crispy on.